battles that are going to be going on today. So, let me tell you, we have the most blessed team covering this battle. Let me tell you, it is so blessed, I don't even know how I can even be worthy enough of this group. For tracking, we have Mirai and Cheeseburger Party. I mean, this is the biggest dream a person could ask for, right? And I am stoked because I am just a humble person, but I am blessed with royalty in my commentary partner. See, this is the queen of Hera Basement, the master of Misery Mile. And we have Royale with Cheese on Comm. Hey, Royale, what's up?
Krista, thank you for that great intro. I'm so excited to be coming this race with you tonight. This doubleheader should be pretty exciting. We've got Sparkles versus Nightshifter and Homewrecker versus drjayphd.
Yes, and I have introductions ready for each of them, Royale.
Which will no doubt be amazing.
Yes. So, on the left, we have a person who brings light into the light of Ganon's lair. You know, when Ganon goes, "You dare to bring light into my lair?" They are talking about Sparkles. And now we have our own commentator extraordinaire, who is Sparkles' opponent. How is your screen black? Don't tell me this is... It shouldn't be black. I swears. So, back to the intro.
That's good. Yeah, finish your intro. We can see. I can see it now, at least, Crystal.
Okay, so now we have our extraordinaire Nightshifter. Their battle is a versus. And then on the right, we have the professor himself, Dr. J, PhD. You need advice about Mozart? That's the person to talk to. And his opponent, the master of Hera Basement Mirrorfield, person who believes that the bee is OP and that we all have a Hera Basement Mirrorfield in our heart. The one and the only homewrecker. I'm telling you, this is going to be awesome, Royale. So,
I'm sorry, I can't have Hera Basement Mirror Shield in our hearts. It's too good. And we're off. We've started. Mariah's shocked to see a Vanilla West, as am I. There's been, almost no vanilla in this tournament, Kappa. But it looks like we've got some items, early items.
Did you see that?
Vanilla Trophy Cave. Well, yeah, right. Yeah, Hammer and Trophy Cave there. What have we got in P-Bag Cave here? Oh, look, it's a P-Bag.
Well,
or no, that was Magic Container Cave. I'm sorry. P-Bag and Magic Container Cave. So, not terrible early on with low levels.
I gotta admit, getting a P-Bag, that is absolutely fabulous. You don't want to give them too much, And, we have someone who needs to know about Caves, Royale.
Oh, I see that. I see our friend Magnet Hands here in the chat. We'll learn you some caves tonight, Mag.
Yes, absolutely. And, just never take a seat by me because I shuffle everything up.
Okay, so it looks like Sparkles did the Magic Cave first, Magic Container Cave, and then went in to Trophy Cave for that hammer. And everyone else did the opposite.
Yes, and I need to... And you know who else we're blessed with in the audience? One of the greatest mods of a certain channel. Do you see Master Tank there?
I see all the homies tonight. This is great. I love it. You love to see it.
Yes, we are so happy to
see free Thunder. Is that free Thunder in Raru?
Oh my god, this is a baby seed.
Carrot disappears with the P-Bag. Homewrecker tends to not get hints. Thunder's in Rudo. Okay.
Yes, so...
This could literally be hysterical if he goes digging out P4 for the P-Bag. Okay, so we have Jump in Raru. Okay.
Yeah, it would have been tragic if a seed I roll would have free thunder, then I would lose all my street cred. And thunder, so for those who are not familiar with the Zelda 2 game, the town of Rudo needs to have a certain item in order to unlock that spell. So we would say that this is trophy blocked right now. And who knows where the trophy is? We can hope that Grandma has it with 7 heart magic containers. I think that would be a nice way to start off.
We've got some divergence on the Sparkles and Nightshifter side. Nightshifter's headed up towards the palace, the Vanilla Palace 1 area in Parappa Desert, and Nightshifter is going to get that pea bag out, or he's showing us pea bag cave for the first time.
Yes, and we have homewrecker getting his jump spell. So literally, on Dr. J and homewrecker's side, it's been almost everyone running together. We have Mito with the reflect spell. So Mito is one of the great
quests for required spells. I love it.
Yes. So in order to conquer Palace 4, the reflect spell is mandatory. And it's a good thing that they got jump, Royale, because,
early jump, yes, it's going to be very nice for early downstab.
Exactly.
Which, as we know, just enables you to bounce off heads of everything and kind of breaks the game. It's great. We love it.
Yes. It's the greatest pogo stick. We always call it pogo stick action because you get to bounce on people's heads. And, it being so close to where you get jump is absolutely a great thing for our runners. And
we've got a vanilla heart container in Heart Container Cave. And we've got homewrecker checking out the Parappa area as well. And it looks like Dr. J is taking the Sparkles route down into that southern middle part of the West Continent.
And we have chat already making fun of the greatest NPC in all of Zelda Land, the River Devil. Trying to put some pain on your poor commentator.
Oh, homewrecker taking a bop from a bubble there and taking an early bath. Dr. J picks up that heart, the vanilla heart.
What the heck? Give me a second. The graphic is...
Uh-oh. Okay, well, let's see.
Radio Royale finale while I fix
Homewrecker's
this.
gonna grab the magic container off grass tile. We've got Sparkles picking up the hammer in Trophy Cave. Dr. J is going for P-Bag Cave in the cross, and we've got Sparkles getting the hint that Gooma sits on the medicine, so we have to dig P5 for Reflect. This is going to be excellent. Hopefully P5 will only be moderately trolly for these runners.
Oh,
okay, so Nightshifter's got the news that Thunder is trophy blocked. Homewrecker's finally in Trophy Cave picking up his hammer. And Sparkles is navigating his way through the Dig Shake Swamp. Looks like he took an encounter.
And
Dr. J is also... okay, so we've got Sparkles in Bagu's house, getting his note for the Riverman. Homewrecker's about to get the sad news about Thunder. Nightshifter's gonna dig that vanilla heart right here out of vanilla heart container cave, and Sparkles is giving us our first look at medicine cave. Enemy set on the bridge is not terrible. A bunch of moblins. No red for alligators.
Setting the whole doggone thing. This,
and it looks like Crystal, I must have missed this when we started. We started with candle. Did they all agree? Custom flags start with candle?
Yes.
Okay. I totally missed that.
I refreshed the whole thing. What are you talking about? You silly, silly thing.
Okay. So Sparkles is about to get to the end of Medicine Cave and show us what's in this cave. And it is the trophy in Medicine Cave. So Sparkle's the first one to get access to Thunder. Dr. J is right behind him, even though they are not racing each other. Just want to make that clear for anyone who maybe hasn't seen our four-way setup before. It is Dr. J and homewrecker racing each other, and Sparkles and Nightshifter racing each other. They are playing the same seed, but the results are counted separately, so there will be one winner for each race. Okay, so Nightshifter gets the cross there out of P-Bag Cave. Homewrecker's got his vanilla heart. Dr. J has the trophy, and Sparkles is headed towards Saria with his note from Bagoo. He's gonna... Oh, okay, so we do have free ferry. Go west to find the hammer. Thank you for the useless hint. Okay, Homewrecker and Nightshifter, both in Mito, are both gonna pick up their down stab and get that hint that they've got to go dig P5 out for the medicine.
Wait, is it back on?
It is back. You're back.
I did it! Ah, I did it! Tech support!
Yes, Irene, Crystal did roll this seed. So, you know, we're hoping for some fun. Like, we might at least get, you know, a whole bunch of chickens in GP. We're hoping for.
You should realize by now, if it's something chaotic going on with the whole tech support thing, the odds are this is Crystal behind this, you know? We could always have hashtag blame Crystal. It's absolutely fine. Oy, 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 oy. At least, you know, there was the time, Roy, I'll tell you, while people are in Mito and, you know, doing some Dora the Exploring, there was a time where we actually did have full-on, you know, radio Crystal, in which ZSR was showing up, and we were looking at A Link to the Past for a Zelda 2 issue. And we're recropping this to make this look a little bigger for you guys, so just give us a moment in tech support land. Oh, it was an Ocarina of Time race? Yeah, I knew it was something because it was Stars race. Yeah, you're right. So everybody was hearing my voice and getting a play-by-play that was absolutely hilarious. And on Sparkle's side, Sparkles is catching some rocks to the head.
Sparkles is in the he's in the east. There's an
No.
old pseudo there. Good thing we got that early cross so he doesn't get wrecked by a invisible Moa. Life spell in Old Kasuto today. Nightshifter's in Medicine Cave, about to get his trophy. Looks like Homewrecker's headed there too, cleaning up the rest of these overworld checks in that mid part of the eastern continent, mid-south, or western continent. And what do we have? I haven't seen enough of this east to be sure what kind of biome we have. Oh, Saria. Okay, thanks, Mariah. I missed that. That's where Sparkles found the east. He went to Saria and got the Bagoo note. And now he's in Risen P-Bag Cave. Nightshifter about to get this trophy. Dr. J getting his magic container from Grass Tile. And Homewrecker also getting the trophy and taking an up and A to save and quit back to North Palace so he can go get his Thunder. Wow, Sparkle's picking up the glove in Risen P-Bag Cave. That's a nice find. Very nice for Sparkles. He will not be glove locked out of palaces. He will not be on a glove hunt. Oh, and GP up there, where normal vanilla Palace 1 is in the Parappa Desert. That's fun. Alright, so homewrecker's got his thunder spell. Takes another up A. It's like Sparkles is looking for hints, and he's getting some for things he already has. And he's also going to pick up thunder here. We've got Nightshifter on the bridge to Saria. I missed if he found Bagoo first. Got key. Oh, okay. So Dr. J just grabbed a key on that bridge, so there are keys in the drop pool. And homewrecker is searching Bagoo's woods. He's found Bagoo. And we'll be able to cross into Saria. Cross into that east connector from Saria.
Yes, and then we've got some gambling going on for you guys, chat. You know...
Hey, Dr. J and Maze Island. Alright. As Sparkles Nightshifter gets his thunder. So I think all of our... Well, okay, I didn't see Dr. J go back into Rudo to pick up thunder, but I know that Sparkles, Nightshifter, and homewrecker all have thunder. And Maze Island is that backdoor of vanilla DM. Okay, that's fun.
Ew.
100 on the orange Lizalfos today. Not the greatest that we've seen. But they also look pretty squishy at attack 4 for Dr. J.
Yeah, you know, kind of hurts. But hopefully my Feraligators... Yes, somebody voted for the dream to be realized that the River Devil will need to hear his song today. Go Team River Devil. And we have our... Looks like homewrecker is going to... Oh, people are voting for the River Devil. Yay!
They just want you to
so
be happy, Crystal. They just want you, we all just want you to be happy. We don't want the River Devil to be lonely. He can't help it that he's useless.
But more people are voting Forever Alone. You know, the people that voted for Forever Alone, you guys are meanie bears. You hear? Meanie bears. And I hope you can live with yourselves. So while Dr. J is going through Maze Island, item hunting. Hey, History, how you doing? Yes, yes. Home needs the mirror shield. You're absolutely right. GP was found for Sparkles Royale. Did you notice that?
Sparkles and Dr. J both found it. I am going to assume homewrecker did as well because he was in that area. I did not see him go up there, and he very well might not have. I might have missed it. There's a lot going on with Forerunners here. But yeah, that's up in Parappa Desert where Vanilla P1 and our buddy Horsehead usually lives, but not today.
Yes, and homewrecker will be using that. Royale.
Home. That's not how you get across Saria.
Home, please.
You gotta talk to the guy. Also, the funny thing about this is they all went and found Bagoo in his woods and then got ferry in Saria where they could have just ferried across that gap, but they didn't know that before going in, so...
The reason why they did the conversation is to make Bagoo happy. Feel like, I'm special. My word means something. And, ooh, we've got palace dipping. Let's go.
We do have palace dipping. And Sparkles is happy he has that glove. He finds an immediate glove block. Nightshifter recognizes that is an immediate glove block, and he does not have an immediate glove, and he pieces out.
Yes, the only person in
nice color on P5 today. I'm enjoying it.
Let's see. I'd like to say it's purple, but you guys like to make fun of my color recognition skills. So...
No, I think that's a fair assessment this time, Kristen. No one will make fun of you. Well, people probably will make fun of you, but not for that.
Yeah, like they're making fun of me with the channel points, but telling me to stop dreaming that my poor River Devil's gonna be forever alone.
Cheeseburger Party pointing out Sparkles using that jump and stab the weird block hitbox technique to get through that upstab block with no upstab in P5. That was nice.
Yes,
that was
the
really nice.
upstab clip. Not too many people can do that. And that is very difficult to do, Royale, believe it or not. Like, it is literally pixel perfect. And
I've done it by accident several times, but when I try and do it, it never happens.
Everything happens by accident, and then you have to go home and be like, I swear it was an accident. And Sparkles, catching the 200 points only to take a little bit of a bath.
Oh, so we've got Palace 2, where Vanilla Palace 3 is on the fairy island. Homewrecker noped out of the east, up and Nade back home, and Nightshifter, or Dr. J is still looking for that second item on Maze Island.
Yeah, that's some serious Dora the Exploring. And Nightshifter's pretty happy he has downstab because those enemies are not very nice at all.
Yeah, that, okay, here, he's found that. He's found the second item, a heart container. And I bet now he'll give us a look into that palace. We'll see what's on Maze Island. Yeah, Maze Island is, its own thing, and we've got either 3 or 6. Let's see if he dips in.
Let's hope it's 6, so that way we can see Barba come in and, be like, attack 5, I gotcha. Let's see, and Sparkle's just bypassing the portkey door.
Dr. J's in Palace 3, we've got early windows.
And see, this is why I said, Royal, we have the absolute dream team. Because Mirai is here giving us down. And according to Mirai, P1 has the magic key, which is great. It's just a matter of finding P1.
That is a nice hint. The magic key is nice to have, especially early. Keeps you from using all your magic on fairy casts through locked doors. So then you can save your fairy casts for, giant lava pits. Okay, Homewrecker knows that the magic key is in P1. Awesome. And he has also found his way to Fairy Island and is exploring Palace 2 there. Along him and Nightshifter.
On 0 health. 0 health. Oh no. Homewrecker's got it. You know why? Because he is blessed by the Mirror Shield.
Nightshifter just went through one of my favorite community rooms with those breakable blocks that Homewrecker's in right now, these breakable blocks with the drippers. I know a lot of people don't like this room. I think this room is great. It's very creative. It's a lot of fun. If you time it right, it's not even that hard.
It really isn't. The only thing is when it is putting out
the randomizer drip enemies can be
blue
super
knuckles,
fun, but
then it is no fun at all. Blue bots, you could just pogo stick on them, but those blue knuckles are just rude on so many levels.
True.
They love to. They're trying to be as good as my GP chickens, but they're really not. So they try hard.
I mean, we know nothing will ever compare to your GP chickens.
History is doing great work. Did you see what he wrote in chat?
I did. He is definitely doing the Lord's work. And Dr. J, cheesing Rebanak in that corner on attack 5, blink and you miss it. Bye-bye Rebo is going to place our first gem here.
Yes,
at about 21 minutes, almost 22 minutes, so...
Yeah, about 21:49, maybe? 29:48?
Alright, and Sparkles is in this room here, this community room, where you either need Fairy or the glove. He has both of them, which is awesome for him. Also, there were no flying heads coming at him, which makes that room easier. Homewrecker and Nightshifter still both digging around Palace 2, looking for our buddy Helmet Head, looking for an item. And I think we may be telling the viewers, Crystal, but Dr. J did pick up a magic container out of Palace 3 in one of those item rooms where it's open on both sides. You just walk in, walk through, get your stuff, and go.
Yeah, it was an easy grab. So you know what that means. New Kasuto might be a thing. Because, 6 magic containers is formidable. So usually Grandma will open it up. But, we may have a 7 magic container Grandma, which would be absolutely fabulous. Especially if Grandma has the child. It would be, no, not the child, the trophy. And
no, we've got the trophy, if the medicine. We would like Grandma to have the medicine to force them into her basement to get their reflect spell. I missed the hint. Oh no, Guma has the medicine. So they have to dig Palace 5. That's fun.
Yeah, and Palace 5...
We stand a good Palace 5 dig.
Yeah, and this Palace 5 has been giving Sparkles the deal. Like, we have everything that is just flying around. Enemies just wanting to, take you out. It's like being in high school again. And I'm proud of Guma. I'm absolutely proud. Interior design skills on fleek with the, wonderful lavas.
Okay, and I'm not sure if Nightshifter is glove blocked out of P2 or if he just said, nope, I need more levels or I need something to finish this. A little unfortunate, you hate to see double dips of palaces, especially that one. Dr. J found Hammer
double
Cave.
Dips of Palace 5, Palace 4, especially if Palace 4 is in West Buniaha.
He did run into a glove block, JJ. Thank you. I figured. There's really no other good reason to leave that palace, given its location all the way on the fairy island. Dr. J's going to show us what's in Hammer Cave, maybe. If he can stay. Oh, he's got 5 lives.
I saw one up for one. I did see a 1-up, a fall and a 1-up on Dr. J's side. And, we've got Feraligators.
We do.
And they're only worth 70 points. Oh, man.
Could be better. And yeah, these 1-ups seem to be generously dropping in the item pool.
This is making me eerily uncomfortable. There's too much life here. We need a 1-heart container.
Okay. Max Rando is done for the year. Not for the winter.
No.
Let's not get carried away.
I should create an actual tournament for Zelda 2. A Elden Ring's version of Zelda 2. I think, and we have a magic container for Dr. J.
Dr. J's in good shape when he finds New Kasuto. He will not ever be denied the item in Granny's basement now.
Yes.
Oh, it's Sparkle's trying for the fairy save on that crumble bridge, just not quite in time.
Nope, so you just gotta get your Lava Boy soup out. And, Lava Boy soup, yeah, that's what Zelda was just now, lava soup. But, you get your Lava Boy soap out, and you just take that wonderful lava bath. And it's a rough enemy set in that P5 Royale. It really is.
This P5 has been challenging. Right, no, we didn't see the item in P2. No one has found it. Homewrecker has not found it. Nightshifter ran into a glove block and noped out.
Homewrecker just ran into a glove block as well.
Okay,
on that particular floor.
So Home found how. So he's looking for the item, and there's a good chance now that item is behind the glove block.
Yeah, because there's
between him and Nightshifter, this palace has been pretty thoroughly explored. It looks like
on Sparkle's side. Woohoo! Guma, give a mace to the face.
Your boy took his vitamins today, Krista.
Yes, the Flintstone vitamins are working. Yes, cheeseburger party. Mace to the face. And that is what Team Pain Train is all about. Meanwhile, Homewrecker...
Home taking a bop in my favorite room. Maybe not my favorite, but a community room that I do enjoy. And I think Dr. J is looking for Spec Rock, maybe? Or a way to Spec Rock. He's found Hammer Cave. He's got his 7th magic container.
I mean, I I agree, Mariah. I mean,
Spec
like,
rock equals 1 up. He found it already?
yeah,
I don't
that
know what he's looking for then.
yeah, remember I said that there was a fall and a
You
1-up?
You did say
That was
that.
spec rock.
So yeah, what the heck? Get the heck out of Mesa or Death Mountain. No one wants to be there.
I refuse to acknowledge what Trails calls it. It is a mace to the face and not a chicken wing to the ding. And no, it's no.
I mean, I think technically it's a flail, but mace sounds better.
It is a flail, but you know, mace sounds so much better. You just take the mace
creative
ball.
liberties. It's fine. It's fine.
Homewrecker found the boss of P2.
He had found the boss and noped out, I think hoping he could get to the item.
A flail to the nail? But mace to the face sounds so much better. It sounds like more pain. You know, when you say Trails is it is not a chicken drumstick. No. I will not acknowledge that. A ball and chain of pain. Okay, I'll accept that one. I'll accept that one. A ball and chain of pain.
That's good, Mariah. We like that.
Okay. Even though it's gonna break my heart to no longer say mace to the face. Because it just sounds more vicious when it comes out that way. But I will say that Goomba has laid a ball and chain of pain. And you gotta have the accent just to, you know, bring some oomph to it. So, and it was
Homewrecker, his beat Helmet Head, has nowhere near enough magic to get through this door, so now he has to go die, or he's gonna kill this Iron Knuckle, maybe hope for a magic drop? I don't know. Okay, that's still not enough magic.
Nope.
Meanwhile, Nightshifter has found Palace 3, and this looks like an item room on Sparkle's side. I think maybe Sparkle's just found the medicine here in Palace 5 if he can survive. And, okay. Well, he's got 3 lives still, so...
And I must admit that my little ogre friend, he's got some great range with... And those are maces that he tosses, right? Or am I seeing things and I'm just mace obsessed? Which one is it? And the medicine has been gotten for Sparkles. And Nightshifter realizing, I ain't got enough magic.
Okay, so Home had to take the tech. He's making his way somewhere, maybe back to place to side. I did not see what he had to do there. If he had to up an A, or I'm wondering if he had experience that he was trying to preserve and looking for the magic drop.
So
yeah, Fairy on its Magic 3 at 73 points. That's a very high cost. You know, this finding Palace 1 and getting this magic key at these early levels would be nice. Looks like Dr. J has really been getting his levels up.
Right. And now Sparkles is now at attack 4, so we have triple 4s all around.
Okay, let's see. Let's see the difference here. We saw Dr. J fight Rebo on attack 5. Let's see. Rebo's a little sick today, it looks like.
Yeah. Because this is attack 3.
Now Homewrecker has enough magic to place his first gem here. Okay. You
go, Homewrecker. You can do it, buddy.
Nightshifter getting Rebo in the corner, getting set up. Took a little bit longer, but with that cheese strat, it's really... You know, it's not... It's a pretty easy fight as long as you manage to keep Rebo in place.
Right, so we have attack 4 Sparkles versus the Master of Pain. With his flail of pain.
This looks to be going much better for Sparkles. It looks like... You know... sometimes figuring out the levels, what rolled up and down can be interesting, but possible that attack 3 may be rolled down and attack 4 may be rolled up, but this looks like it's going much better for Sparkles, this Goomba fight.
Yeah, and if you can actually keep Goomba all the way to the right, you can actually prevent the
Oh, the cheese him
I
off
don't.
the screen and
Yeah,
disappear his weapon? Yeah, that's what I have to do because I'm bad at the game.
yeah, and there's no shame in that. That's actually Guma is Apollo Creed now. Yes, Maguma is Apollo Creed, but unfortunately, that didn't bode well in the Rocky movies, and he got Apollo Creeded. So it's Zelda was going, "I will break you," to poor Guma, and it's heartbreaking because Guma is the homie, the bro. And we have Nightshifter, who is bouncing back and forth through various aspects of Death Mountain to get the official, I visited Death Mountain t-shirt.
And Dr. J looks like is going to get his glove here in a moment out of Risen Peabag Cave.
Yes, absolutely. And I think Dr. J, I have to appreciate the fact that Dr. J is already at attack 6.
Yeah, he's really, it looks like he's, trying to maximize his attack levels. Although his levels are all pretty close, but attack costs more than the other ones. So he's at attack 6 and only magic 4, life 5. He's definitely been prioritizing that, which, that's definitely a strat.
Oh yeah, Level Engine is known for power leveling. That's why whenever I do a prediction with him, I always call him Power Level Engine. Because he is notorious for that. He'll be on attack 7 with life 2. And it's like, brah! Brah!
Alright, so we've got Sparkles now, has found his way to the Fairy Island and P2. Nightshifter, Death Mountain holds the Link doll, womp womp.
He doesn't have one life to live anymore. He has one more, so I'm proud of that. You take whatever you can get, because in Zelda 2 Seeds, things could go either really well or horribly awful. So that's what we're gonna say. And literally, attack 6 is just decimating. And I think another thing that helped a lot with Dr. J's experience building Royale is the 500-point experience bags.
Yes, definitely. And I just noticed we've got invulnerable to sword swing invisible Moas on the east, so that's a good time.
I did something right. Yahoo! There is no avoiding Moa damage. And Dr. J is traversing through a really tough game of dodgeball. And
Homewrecker just found his glove in Risen Peabag Cave. Seemed pretty happy about it, I think. That's what the sword slash means. When you sword slash in the place the item used to be, means you're really, really happy it was there, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Nightshifter's about to pick up an extra magic container here out of Hammer Cave. We've got Dr. J into Palace 3. Is this Palace? Yeah, this is Palace 3. The colors look different on his. Not sure what he... Oh no, this is Palace 6.
No, that's 6.
Oh, cool. We get to see Barbara Streisand, maybe, my favorite boss.
Yes, are you hoping for an outdoor barbecue?
I love Outdoor Barba. Outdoor Barba is possibly my favorite thing about the version 4 upgrade is Outdoor Barba.
Wait a second, Mirai just said that that's gray. What? I don't see gray.
It looks kind of greenish to me, I don't know.
It looks like
Fire in Darunia. Okay, this could be interesting, depending on what spell fire is linked to.
Yes, whatever fire is tethered to. Hopefully it won't be thunder, because then that would be just as much fun. But because I'm seeing more like olive brownie color. Like it's kind of like a light olive brown. And so we'll just call it that bootleg wannabe brown. There we go. That tried to get good with some gray from Mirai, didn't work, and we're stuck with that. It wanted to be like Coca-Cola and it was more like RC Cola. Just disappointing. Clay!
Homewrecker got upstab and is going to find out where did the kid get lost today. Somewhere in an eastern overworld check. Okay.
East has the kiddo. So, Clay, I had Play-Doh. My Play-Doh was like hot pink.
So I think this is going to be interesting on Sparkle's side. He's in Palace 2. He's the only one who's come in here with the glove already in hand. So if that glove is the item is glove blocked in here, we might actually get a look at it this time.
Alright, let's see. And we have Homewrecker, who is in Neighboru right now. About to get his spell.
A shield that Homewrecker likes. Imagine.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, Sparkle's getting bopped into the lava by that fire moa. And hey, we've got a raft here in P6 for Dr. J. I did see one raft tile at the northern edge of Death Mountain. And with the Vanilla West, we've got a raft tile there, so not necessary.
Yeah, kind of worthless raft. But we know who is not worthless. The person who is the greatest NPC of all, and we have Nightshifter, who is in Old Kasuto right now, about to get, and it's an outdoor barbecue.
Barba al fresco. I love it.
And it's weak. So weak. Oh no, so weak.
Oh, here we go. Homewrecker on a granny rage because he is being denied access to the basement without the 7 magic containers. And Sparkles did find the item room, P2, and it is the boots.
Interesting. Uh-oh, not looking good for my River Devil.
Not so much. No, not today. Dr. J making quick work of Barba Streisand Alfresco today. So
that was a weak Barba, and you know what?
It's also on attack 6.
Yeah, that's true too, but I'm gonna go like Uncle Roger right now. So why are you so weak? So weak. I mean, it is absolutely disappointing, Barba. And we have Homewrecker getting what is in the spell tower, so and it's a magic container.
He gets to go in one basement at least. Nightshifter just grabbed his glove out of Risen Peabag Cave. So he can go back and double dip those boots out of P2 now if he wants to.
And the sad part is, Royale, Homewrecker found his 6th magic container. If he had just one more, he could have full cleared New Kasuto without ever wondering in the back of his head, what am I going to get from Granny? Could it be something I need? That's always going to linger in the back of your head.
I'm sure he's laughing on the inside.
Wrong item, the red jar.
Okay, so here's P1. So P1 and P6. Yes, Mirai. That's Palace 1, Palace 6, outside of Valley of Death.
Yes, and we have a nice lilac color.
That is a very nice color.
Yes.
This room.
And, oh wow, it would have been... Well, no, they have fairies, so they could technically ferry through that little bunker there.
Dr. J is actually using my favorite strat here, which is kill the first horse head, that raw head there, and try and get through there quickly, breaking just the top block before they come back to get you.
Yeah. And, this is actually a good position for Dr. J, because he still does have a couple palaces to play left. So it's, that will save a lot of time, a lot. And a lot of, life, because you don't have to keep casting fairy.
Exactly, yeah, you can save it for those other important spells like shield and reflect.
Yes. And
Okay.
one day, I wish I had the abilities of Dick Shake where I could get the coding, and then you could turn the reflect spell into the mirror shield spell. Just for certain people.
Yeah, I think so too, Mariah. I think he might have just noped out of that item room, maybe not recognizing it as an item room. We'll see. Sparkles in P3. Nightshifter has found his way to P6. Okay, now that I see them together, yes, they are very much different colors. Homewrecker and Dr. J both. Okay, so this room that Dr. J is in, this is a fun fact community room. This community room was designed by our very own Nightcrawler. And
Really?
if you take the bottom crumble bridges, there is a 100% chance of a red jar in that Iron Knuckle statue. I only know that because he told me, because who the heck would ever take the bottom crumble bridges?
Me! But then again, the seeds I play there, Royale, so when it comes to making bad decisions, it's 100% something I would do.
Alright, so Sparkle's also into Rebo on attack 5, and with 3 bars of health missing from the horsey, he gets this lined up pretty nicely. This should be a quick fight, the cheese strat. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Power drill.
3 hits and you're done, sir.
Yeah, jackhammer strats are always great.
Okay, so Dr. J is back. Yes, this item room. Okay, so he is going to get his magic key out of this room.
Oh, please. There you go, Homewrecker. Meanwhile, Sparkles is taking a tactical death so that fairy can be casted in order to put the crystal up.
Homewrecker using Royale strats there in that item room.
Yeah, if all else fails, use fairy.
Oh,
no!
And then getting bopped right into the lava. Sad.
Oh man.
Alright.
That's sad.
And that's another crystal for Sparkles. Another gem for Sparkles. You'd love to see it.
Absolutely.
He's just on fire, powering through this.
Yeah, and Dr. J is on a mission. I mean,
yeah, 3 crystals down for Sparkles. We've got 2 on Dr. J's side, 1 on Homewrecker's side, and has Nightshifter placed a crystal yet? I don't have the trackers up. I should. Palace 3. Okay, he just doesn't have it marked.
Yeah, it's Rebo. I think he killed. And Dr. J sent my poor little horsey head to the glue factory.
So I'm wondering on the Dr. J Homewrecker race, how, like right now, Dr. J is ahead by 1 crystal. He has 3 plays to Homewrecker's 2. But his levels are much better.
Significantly better.
I'm wondering how long it's going to be before that starts to affect Homewrecker in a way that would maybe be very difficult for him to come back from.
It actually is. I mean, once Dr. J, honestly, just got a heart container to add to it.
All the heart.
Yeah. I'm doing something.
Nightshifter mistiming that jump off the blue Iron Knuckles head right into the lava. Yes. Just gonna up an A back to the beginning of that palace.
So back what I was saying before someone came knocking on my door. It basically is already at that level, because if you look at the bosses that Homewrecker still has to face, having a higher attack level is definitely going to be advantageous, because I mean, we're talking Guma, even though Barba was actually weak. You know,
Well, and even just for GP routing and clearing, Dr. J is setting himself up to be in a position where he has very high levels going into GP.
Please. Oh, please. I think it was a tactical level up, Mirai, is what I want to say, but I don't know why. I don't.
Cheeseburger Party, who's tracking the Sparkles Nightshifter side of things, thinks that Sparkles might be skipping the 2 Maze Island items, and that will make the rest of his seed very interesting for sure. That's 2 heart containers that he'll be down. Oh, Nightshifter getting bopped by Barba. Bopped by outside Barba.
Alright, let's see.
Okay, Mirai, we know you don't need hearts, but, not all of us can be you.
I low-key want to make Mariah 1 heart container seed. Just for saying that.
Yeah, but he's a max rando player. They love that stuff. I need all the hearts. Personally, when I play this game, I want them all, and I want life 8, and I want shield spell, and I will use it.
If I was making your seed, I'd actually start you off with 7 heart containers.
See, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, okay. I gave homewrecker 1 though. And he's
so now,
still
okay,
playing
now
it.
Sparkle's into P6 here.
Oh, Mariah's already boasting about how he's raced a 1 heart container seed.
There were a decent amount of 1 heart container seeds in this year's Max Rando tournament. It was a thing.
Cheeseburger Party, yes, if you were there for Homewrecker's 40 for 40 stream, he had me make a custom seed, and I gave him Diet Crystal, which means it wasn't Oko, and I gave him a candle to start with, but it was a 1 heart container seed, and it still hasn't been beaten yet. But you do get lots of beep beeps, yes, absolutely. And okay, we have Nightshifter.
Yes, in my excitement with Nightshifter fighting Outdoor Barba, I almost forgot to mention that we saw Dr. J get a pee bag out of Granny's basement in New Kasuto. So, hopefully Homewrecker just forgets to go back there at this point.
Homewrecker was just
Nightshifter, no!
No, he almost had it killed!
The mistimed jump.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Attack 3, Barba. That's just rough.
Yeah.
That's right, the timing on the jumps with the fireballs and the switching sides of the screen, you really just have to be so patient. Sparkle's recognizing that vanilla P4 dead end room immediately and noping out before he wastes a bunch of time. 300 for Blue Lizalfos?
Barba was 1 HP left, yes. 1
that was, you hate to see it. That was very sad.
Yes, that hurts you on an existential level. Considering how many fairies Knight had to burn in order to get there, because he does not have the magic key.
Oh, and Homewrecker taking a bop into the lava. That Fire Moa giving him the business there. Headed back into P5, Homewrecker is, to see if he can find that medicine and get past the glove block and, find our favorite buddy Guma.
Yeah, attack 4. Guma might give him a little bit of a problem, but Dr. J was literally, he's attack 6, magic 6, life 7, full heart containers of glory, and we have Homewrecker who is I'm cold. Link was cold, and Link decided to take a lava bath just to warm up, even though it's the middle of summertime. And on Knight did take a tactical death, so that way would be at full health going against Barba. Meanwhile, Dr. J is playing dodgeball again.
Yeah, these Wilson encounters, definitely can be interesting. You either stutter fairy through them or stutter step if you don't cast fairy. Possibly worth learning fairy feat for on those. Homewrecker headed towards dead end, and it looks like he recognizes that and nopes out, so that's good.
And for you, Home. And I'm glued onto Nightshifter's battle because Knight is in far better
Oh, we
shape
lost the
until.
graphics again, Crystal.
Are you kidding me? Not again! Oh, bloody muffins.
Okay, so
Okay.
Nightshifter has Barba down to 1 health again. Okay, this time he gets the kill. He gets the kill. He doesn't get bopped. Barba is down for Nightshifter after several attempts. Home is still exploring Palace 5. Sparkles is in Palace 6. Nightshifter just placed his gem, his second gem of this seed.
Yes,
Sparkles
everyone.
grabbing that raft.
Royale, they said put $1.50 to continue the stream.
That's right. No quarters, please. Dimes only. I want 15 dimes. 15 dimes for stream continuance.
15 dimes! Emotional damage! I want some dollars, and then I promise I'll give you 50 cents on another occasion. I promise I'll give you the change back. Nickels? Nickels? Oh, everybody's trying to get me to do that counting thing. Ain't nobody got time for that. Come on.
So now we get to see, Barba on attack 5. Let's look at the difference here.
No
It's
hate
nice Barba fight from Sparkles.
Oh yeah, it's real solid, real solid.
Missing that head stab there. But I think that was a 4 cycle Barba for Sparkles. That's a pretty nice fight on attack 5 with no special fancy jackhammer strats. But now has to take the death to get through the door.
Royale, I'm really sad. We haven't seen the real star of Zelda 2. The River Devil.
We haven't. We have not. We've not
seen.
seen
About that. Not another one. Come on. I am.
Okay. Nightshifter has found P1. Homewrecker has found a dead end in P5. And he might have been exploring that on purpose, knowing it's a dead end, looking for a P bag at the end of it. He did not get the P bag at the end. He got a red jar, but luckily he got a P bag on the Iron Knuckle drop and was able to level up.
Literally doing this.
Dr. J exploring Palace 2. We've got Sparkles on a Wilson encounter tile, dodging Lizalfos throwing rocks at him. And Nightshifter just up an aid to go back to start to P1 to continue his exploration. And Sparkles finds the lost child on the desert tile on the east.
Let's try this again.
And Sparkles is going to give us our first look at the Valley of Death and the palace there. Doing a nice fairy feat skip.
I've literally
Homewrecker still exploring Palace 5, has not found the item or the boss. And same with P2 for Dr. J, who is now up to life 7, magic 7, and attack 6. Okay. Dr. J did just find the boss, found him some helmet head, and said, no, I want the item out of here.
VGD, I have had to refresh this 18 times already. That's all these graphical errors. What?
Okay. So we've got P4 in the Valley of Death today. Sparkle's giving us our first look.
Yeah, this stream is cursed. I tell you, it's cursed. Oh my goodness. You know, the only thing I can hope for is that I didn't pull another animus. God, Node, why? Why? Node, please. Back.
We've got
The
all of
tech.
our runners in palaces. They're all in different palaces. Crystal has clearly, made the tech gods very angry. I'm not sure why this always happens to her.
I don't know either. I think I must have done something in my prior life. I have no clue at all.
Nightshifter crossing a crumble bridge in Palace 1, and I know y'all can't see this, but he just did a really nice job face stabbing the flying heads so that he didn't get popped into the lava.
Literally 4 times I have forced this to do what it's supposed to do. Absolute.
Okay, so we've got Sparkles in Palace 4, Nightshifter in Palace 1. It looks like Nightshifter is coming up on Horsehead here. This should be pretty quick on attack 4. Yeah, 4 hits. We've got Dr. J in Palace 2, and Homewrecker has just found the item room for the medicine in Palace 5.
Right. You want to be like that? You want to be like that?
We've got Crystal showing the tech who's boss. Maybe.
I'm doing it, dang it.
Then
I'm giving it all I've got, Captain. But I feel like
Nightshifter did just place his gem.
That literally made me fall off my chair. This is just brutal. And no, I did not make the tech bad instead of the seed. Please, chat. Please. Okay. You know how many times I've refreshed this Royale? 33!
Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of times. Okay, we've got Dr. J just grabbed those boots out of Palace 2. Sparkles once again doing the I don't have upstab, I don't care. Not quite working out as well for him there, so he's going to take the alternate route out of this glove block room while Nightshifter is in Darunia and picked up his upstab. And now I'm starting to wonder if we'll see Sparkles pick up upstab at all. If he'll just YOLO it into GP and say, hey, I know how to clip, and most of the time in GP that's fine. There's, one instance where I can't do that. Be interesting to see.
Do I have to recrop everything again? No, it went through okay.
I think it looks good. Homewrecker has found Gooma. He has, and he has died to Gooma.
Oh.
That was quick. Did we just see Homewrecker use the shield spell? Anyone who hangs out in Homewrecker's chat knows his aversion to shield.
Put your mirror shields up!
You can get your mirror shields in chat now if you have them. For Homewrecker.
Yes.
Homewrecker's use of the shield spell.
Yes, and we will... Oh, come on, I have 1 gig of internet speed. What is going on here? Node, I'm going to do battle with you.
Nightshifter getting the bad news that Grandma's basement only has a pee bag.
Twitch gods are not happy. Oh yeah, what was I supposed to call that? A flail to the tail? No, that wasn't it.
A ball and chain of pain, I think,
yes,
is what,
the ball and
what
chain.
we liked.
Yeah, why did I say a flail to the tail?
I mean that's kind of good. Okay. Yes, Dr. J making pretty quick work of Helmet Head on his attack 6, placing his gem. And yay, Homewrecker defeats Gooma. That was a nice Gooma fight for Homewrecker, actually.
Yeah, it really was, considering
British
that was
era.
a
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Caleb, that's amazing.
Yeah, but a flail to the nail just equals a broken nail. We need a flail to the tail so you know you got the booty burn. And home safe word is Hera? Yes. And you know what else home needs right now? His OPB squad. Because Homewrecker believes in the power of bees.
I think at this point, honestly, I think what Homewrecker could use is some attack levels. Still on attack 4.
That's where the bees would come in. See, the bees would add +3 to attack. And then it's like, boom, and you have more projectiles than that silly little pew-pew sword. No, it's all about the bees. Zelda 2 needs bees. I'm calling for it, man. If I knew how to do it, I'd make that ROM hack with bees.
Sparkles just did a really nice job there of manipulating his way around that red iron knuckle and resetting this room without getting bopped into the lava. That was well done.
And on Dr. J's side, the absolute disappointment of the raft.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he ever went all the way up to that northern part of Death Mountain to see the raft tile there. I'm wondering if maybe he was hoping for a better access spot to the east. I'm not really sure where he was hoping that would take him. We've seen everything that we would need to see. He's only got, Palace 5 here and Valley of Death left before he can enter GP. And meanwhile, Sparkles has found our favorite RNG boss, Karak. Is going to stand in a corner and reflect his magic back at him for the win.
On the Twitch screen it says amazing commentary, and I agree with everyone. This is the dream team here, but they should say you're awful tech support me, so that way you can get everything blamed for graphical glitches. Because, it always happens, Royale. Have you ever noticed that? Like,
you do seem to have bad luck. I think maybe you need like a chi cleansing or something. Good job by Sparkles to remember that this Doom Knocker is right here and not to kill him, so he can go die to be able to ferry through that door. It's unfortunate that Sparkles didn't get to P1 when he was on the east earlier. He's here in Valley of Death. He did P6. He didn't find P1 before either of those, and we'll if he does go for the magic key in Palace 1 now, it really is only going to be helpful if we have that key locked room in GP. J-Dude, awesome. there are so this is actually a double header race. We're running 4 runners on the screen at one time, but it's this is a tournament Swiss race, so Dr. J is racing Homewrecker and Sparkles is racing Nightshifter, and they are playing the same seed, but they're not all racing each other.
No, that's why I tried to put it so Sparkles and Nightshifter will be on one side and Dr. J and Homewrecker would be on the other side, so that way it would be easier for you guys to digest who's versus who. And it also makes it a little bit easier on our, awesome-tastic trackers that we have, Mirai and Cheeseburger Party. And you know what? Happy 1+ hours. Tech support.
Happy 106. I blew it too. I forgot.
Nah, it just wasn't on the screen.
So
probably
exciting.
Because of graphical glitches.
So exciting to have all these racers. I just completely lost track of time. And hey, we've got another attack 6 Goomba fight now. Let's see how this works out. I have a feeling Dr. J is not going to have too much of a hard time with this.
He's stabbing my baby Goomba in the gut. That's no, you can't do that. That's rude.
Unfortunately, that's where his hitbox is. Yep, Goomba down, no problem.
We need to have an immune Goomba. Immune to sword, yes.
Okay, Crystal, I was with you on the bees, but, no. Hard no.
But Why?
I mean, you give that seed to someone else.
I I wonder if I could make that.
Okay, so homewrecker is going back into Palace 2.
Home?
I mean, he didn't get the item out of here. You know, it was we know the item was glove blocked. He didn't have the glove when he was in here the first time, and Nightshifter gets his magic key out of Palace 1.
Listen here, Irene and Zero. Yes, I know he has to be beatable, but we can make it so hard for the runner to beat.
Okay,
You know?
so homewrecker is going to grab his boots out of Palace 2. Not sure how helpful the boots have been in this seed. We haven't really had... You know, we've got a vanilla west, so we can't walk on water in the vanilla maps at all, even with the walk on water flag turned on. Yeah, we've got a vanilla like Death Mountain, which has limited water. And I'm pretty sure we ended up with a mountainous east.
Yeah, it was mountainous.
The boots are just not incredibly useful in this seed.
So in a way, I nerfed
Homewrecker's kind of a completionist. So I know he doesn't like leaving items behind.
No,
He's gonna go grab Reflect here. Nightshifter back into P2 now with and says no, just kidding.
And Dr. J is duking it out in everybody's favorite palace with the complicated windows. P5. Picking up those 500-point P bags and making me jealous.
Okay, and Sparkles is getting some use out of the boots on this eastern continent, so that's good. And I'm wondering if he thinks... He has not found P1 yet. I wonder if he thinks it's under something. I see him chopping down some forest tiles. We know it's not hidden anywhere. Dr. J is in a dead-end room here. Yeah, I think he just didn't recognize that as a dead end. That platform over the lava that is usually an item platform is a dead giveaway in that room. If you get to the end of those breakable blocks and there's a long empty item platform. Okay, Homewrecker's gonna use the Fairy Feet screen wrap to get across these bridge encounters in the west. And I think that Sparkles is on the right track now to find Palace 1 here in the east, place his last gem. Nightshifter using the fairy trick to get through Saria. And Homewrecker's into Maze Island here. So he at least got the boots before Maze Island. He can go clear out P3 pretty easily. Okay, the east is vanilla like Mariah. I have a hard time. I pretty much see those little skinny pass-throughs and assume it's mountainous, but I think it's probably got too much water. If Sparkles is getting use out of the boots on the east, then yeah, definitely vanilla-like. And there, Sparkles has found P1, so this will be the last gem placement for Sparkles, and in the shortest palace. We'll see if he makes an effort to dig out the magic key from here, or if he is in go mode and says no thanks. Okay, Dr. J finding another dead-end room here in Palace 5. This is going to take advantage and refill his life as long as he gets that red jar. Nightshifter heading into Palace 6. Homewrecker still exploring in Palace 3.
Yeah, and Dr. J duking it out in P5.
Yeah, this P5 was a
long
thing. It was
It was beautiful.
I mean, it tends to be long. I am not sure if it is like weird perception on my part or okay, so Sparkles is going to go for the magic key. It seemed like Sparkles spent a longer time in Palace 5 than Homewrecker did. I'm not sure if that's actually true.
Oh, please. There we
Oh,
go.
okay.
Homewrecker said, I don't need no pogo stick strat for Rebo, and just duked it out the hard way. You go, Homewrecker.
Yeah,
I
we'll
don't
go with
like
that.
Rebo.
We'll go with that. We won't go with the story where Homewrecker didn't set that up right and then had to fight Rebo the real way. We'll go with yours.
One has to make it look good, Royale. You know, when he looks at the video on demand, he's gonna already know that, you know, he will be immortalized as the person who says, everyone has a Hera basement mirror shield in their heart. You know, he will be forever known for that.
I can't even with that. Okay. Sparkles should be making pretty quick, yeah. Three hits and you miss it, Horsehead to the glue factory. I think Homewrecker's gonna dig this second item out of Maze Island and get himself all the heart containers. Dr. J still looking for anything in Palace 5 here. Because he does need the medicine for Reflect, so he can beat Palace 4. Oh, that's right. He is back in Palace 5 looking for the medicine. Because
You know-
he's already beat Guma.
Yeah, I'm really nervous for Sparkles going into GP with only 5 heart containers because, you know, my
Yeah.
chickens can literally, you know, ninja star you and ninja knife you to
Okay.
oblivion.
Here we go. Dr. J has finally found this medicine. He can go turn that in and get his Reflect. Plates his last gem.
You know, Mirai is so good at this game. He's like, everybody needs to get good and hurry up.
It's
Wow.
true. He's not wrong. Okay, so Sparkles is not taking a chance on being able to clip through blocks in Grand Palace. He did pick up Upstab.
The
And
turkey has something to say.
I like that play. I personally, you know, it's better to pick it up when you're there already and you don't need it than it is to have to leave Grand Palace, go all the way back to the east, and then come back, you know. So, I like this play from Sparkles.
You never sleep on the third best stab. Because you never know when it will come and bite you in the hoo-ha.
Okay,
And-
so Sparkles 115.28 into Grand Palace. He's going to be the first of our 4 runners. And, you know, obviously the first between him and Nightshifter as well into Grand Palace. So let's see what our enemy set friends have in store. Oh, we're met immediately by an orange chicken. And
The
several
chickens!
bubbles.
Yeah, I wonder who's taking the Mirai versus Patrick. I'm curious now. Let's see. Who's going to be restreaming that?
Okay, Dr. J's got his Reflect. He's going to be headed over to Palace 4 in the Valley of Death. Mirai, please. Mirai, please. That is going to be a great race. You are both excellent runners, and will put on a great show for all involved.
Okay, so we have...
That was a nice save by Sparkles. Yeah, he's had a little bit of a problem with some of those fairy saves tonight, but that one, he did not. He did recognize the dead end room right away.
You know...
Nightshifter taking a bop in the fun community room there in P2. Oh, a blue chicken on the platform. That's just rude.
There we go.
You'll love to see it.
A very kind a very kind restreamer has decided to take Mariah's C, versus Patrick.
Is the very kind restreamer, does her name start with a C and end with Arista Joy?
Yes! Yes, it was currently not, in limbo, so why not, It's the least I can do, because I love the Zelda 2 community.
Yeah,
so...
agreed, Mariah. If homewrecker can, fight his urges to full clear palaces. I understand this. I'm the same way. When I play Rando Seeds, I like to find everything. But yeah, if he can just find Barba, get the quick kill, he's up to attack 5 now, it shouldn't be too bad. He does have an opportunity here
to make it a little bit closer because,
to catch it. Yeah, I mean, Dr. J's still got to go through Valley of Death. He's got to beat P4. But, those early higher levels that he had, I think, have really given him an advantage.
Yeah, Home has to just not, go to the dark side of wanting to full clear. He needs to go back to his roots, clown route this, and I
think it can, Homewrecker's primary randomizer is linked to the past, and there are so many more items. Like, I think it can be hard for, runners coming from that game to this one to, be efficient when it's like, okay, I can be in go mode right now. I don't need to dig anything else out of a palace at this point.
You're absolutely right. Because when I first... Gamma doesn't clown route, but, he is learning the way. I am slowly getting Gamma to the dark side, in which we're going to try to turn him into Julo. But, when I first came to the Zelda 2 community as a volunteer tracker, I came directly as a no logic Link to the Past runner. And, literally I'm from Cheatville, USA, because we just glitch through everything because we have to, no logic. And, getting used to the mechanics of this, if you're not that experienced, you don't know what you can and what you can't skip, and what puts you into true go mode, and you do want to literally get everything that you can. And I appreciate that big bot that was giving Sparkles a hug.
Big bots need love too.
I like big bots, and I cannot lie. Yes, absolutely. And
it looks like Home's a little turned around in this P6. Hopefully he can get out of Loopville.
Yeah, and quick.
Dr. J is going to go mode this P4. If he comes across the item, he might get it, but he's not looking for it.
And this was the fear I had for Sparkles, and that is, GP chickens are not very kind.
Even on Life 7. And okay,
we're gonna need it. Yeah, tactical death is gonna be incoming. Because that is not enough to cast Thunder. and one Thunder Chicken fireball to the head hurts. Lurch is telling us that Home is still learning the dead end rooms, but has now reached our outdoor barbecue on attack 5. Should be pretty easy to do.
Ooh, one fireball taking 2 and about 3/4 bars of health, so he can. Yeah. Sparkles can take no more hits here.
Nope. And hope it stays on pendulum, but that is not a good pendulum. That is a terrible pendulum. And honestly,
taking a bop from Streisand, getting put into the lava.
Oh, come on, Home. You never.
And here we go. So Dr. J's found Karak. So this is
not looking too good
the
for
RNG fight.
Yeah, it's not looking too good. All you have to do is just crouch and pretend that he's Aga getting ponged. and it's unfortunate for homewrecker because the more Dr. J actually completes this, and you know already he's ready to go. I mean, he's got full maxed everything, attack 7. I hate to see it because that's my thunder chicken and my baby chickens, but it's gonna hurt. He is gonna put a whomp in on GP. Really.
And yeah, this attack 5 Thunderbird is not very fun today.
No, and it is
Sparkle's having a close call there with some of those fireballs. He just barely
that
missed
is a
getting
terrible pendulum arc for T-Bird. Ouch.
Okay, homewrecker takes down Barba. So now he still has to clear out P4, and let's see. I hope that he places this gem, takes his level, and nopes out. He does not need any more items.
Yeah.
Good. That's good. We like to see that.
Come on, Sparkles. There you go, Sparkles.
Okay. That was a nice job by Sparkles. He took a hit pretty early on and had to fight, when you get Thunderbird down to half his health, his fireball output doubles.
My chickens are gonna get decimated by Dr. J. 878. Aw, put F's in the chat for the chicken squad. Oh no, my poor chickies. Meanwhile, we have homewrecker who's on his way to P4. And one of the waffle rooms, but no chickens. It hurts. Royale,
when I see these waffle rooms with nothing in the waffle, yeah, that's what I worry about. Right there, the bot. I wonder when it's coming for me. Sparkles is in an emoji room, and yeah, homewrecker is showing off his fairy feet skills. That screen wrap with the fairy, right up. Just get him the first pixel off the screen.
I'm nervous, very, very nervous for homewrecker, and that's because he did not reset his lives. Oh no! Home, please! Home, please! Oh.
We've got Nightshifter also into Palace 4 now, as Dr. J finds T-Bird. Let's see the difference in an attack 5 and an attack 8 T-Bird. So Dr. J not using the traditional pendulum strats that we see a lot of the runners use, where they... Okay, maybe he's gonna start doing that right now. First he's jumping kind of from one lower part of the platform to the other. On attack 8 it doesn't matter because, Thunderbird is squishy on attack 8.
Very squishy. But it is taking those attack 8 dukes. It is,
and it seems like he had a little bit of a rough time getting that last hit in, but Thunderbird is down for Dr. J. And with these flags, we know that Dark Link is behind Thunderbird, so we'll have to go on a search now. Sparkles has already come across the Debate Dark Link room, the one that looks like it could be, but isn't. It just has a scary crumble lava bridge. Yes, I saw Sparkles did game over, back to start. And homewrecker going to walk through this Wilson encounter instead of fairy feet. Nightshifter still exploring Palace 4, looking for our favorite RNG Wizrobe. Emoji room with those flying dots that don't look nearly as dangerous as they are.
Don't even think about it. I see you trying to synchronize. We are not doing this dance again, Node. Sorry, that's just me arguing as tech support because I see it where it's like starting to grind a little bit, which means it could be an incoming graphical issue. And I'm like, not today. Oh, no, no, no. And we are not engaging radio mode. I'm trying. I'm trying. I swear. But it's not as bad as when the server crashed. Because they put me on, let's see. If VGD is in here,
Here we go. Dr. J has found Dark Link.
Start to get your GGs ready. For Dr. J.
Just as Homewrecker finds his way into Palace 4.
Yes, Dr. J.
And Dr. J using the tried and true kneel in the corner and stab Link in the ankles and or face strap.
Yes, you gotta use the cankle strats, absolutely. Especially, Dr. J is probably like, I'm probably behind. This is an hour, almost 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
Dr. J finishing with an official race room time of 1 hour, 28 minutes, 54 seconds. GG's to Dr. J.
Yes, GG's to Dr. J. I'm going to ask Dr. J if he wants to come in and talk about his domination. Literally, attack 8. How often do we get to see that?
Yeah, he did a great job getting his levels up early, enabling him to really just kind of blow through the combat in this seed. Nightshifter is having a fun time here in P5, it looks like. And now Sparkles has also found his way to Dark Link. So Sparkles will be taking first place in his race here momentarily. Most likely using the same strats. I don't know that I've ever seen anyone not use the cheese strats on Dark Link in a randomizer tournament race.
Yes, so the winners together, as this is not a 4-way match, against Dr. J versus Homewrecker, Dr. J has emerged triumphant. And the matchup between Sparkles and Nightshifter, Sparkles has emerged the winner. Nightshifter did forfeit, and hopefully we will get some interviews.
The Sparkles, finishing with an official time of 1 hour, 30 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yes. Okay, so
and there's
Dr. J has declined.
So Dr. J will not be joining us. I'm wondering if Homewrecker might finish out this seed. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like he's going to. So he knows where Grand Palace is. He just has to, go in there, find him a Thunderbird. And we've already seen Attack 6 or Attack 5 Thunderbird is not going to be the greatest, but Homewrecker does have all 8 heart containers. So
okay, Sparkles has agreed. Homewrecker has actually forfeited.
He forfeited, and he's gonna run it out though, just for funsies probably.
Okay.
Well, GG's to our runners. Thanks to all of them for putting on a great show for us tonight. Dr. J, Sparkles, Nightshifter, and Homewrecker. Mirai trying to get a post race practice seed going here.
It's practicing. I can give Mirai one of my home.
I mean, I
One of
think he
my
means
homemade
tournament
seeds.
practice, Crystal.
What are you trying to say there? Huh? Okay, so Sparkles.
No, I do not consent to a Krista seed.
What? Is that what he said? Oh, that's not kind at all. My seeds are easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm hurt by that. Okay, Nightshifter is declining. Let's see.
Yes, Crystal makes seeds that are delightful for chat. That is how we define they are delightful for chat, and they are easy for chat to watch.
All the seeds I make, thank you very much. And they are pieces of cake. Okay, and wait, I'm just waiting for Sparkles. Okay. Wahoo! GG Sparkles!
Yeah, GG Sparkles, that was an excellent race.
Play tonight.
You're coming through kind of soft.
Play like no other. They got me the room before Darklink. The room before Darklink. They got me.
Let me adjust Discord volume. Yeah, I'm working on it before you guys even say anything in chat.
Yeah, Sparkles, you're really soft on our side, so Crystal's trying to turn up your volume right now.
Hold on, let me see if I can't fix that. Hold on.
Let's see. I increased it to max. It may be a Discord thing. Sparkles, can you talk?
Yeah, hold on. I'm got a new setup here, and I haven't really used the voice. Let me see a couple things here.
Yeah, because chat loves to blame me for everything. Amazing and terrifying? What the heck?
Is this getting better?
That's much better.
No. All right, there we go. There we go. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. That was quite a race from you, Sparkles. Impressive.
That felt great the whole way through. I lost at Guma, which wasn't a huge setback, because I was looking for the item anyway. And then Palace 4 just killed me.
Yeah, Palace 4 was definitely a bit of it could be a bit of a troll, I think.
Well, it had too many doors in it, and so I kept running out of magic. And I went left and ran into the item and got locked over there because I couldn't get out. And then there were just too many doors. That's why I went for the key in Palace 1. I was like, I've just had it with ferrying through doors at this point. I know I don't need it, but let's just pick it up while I'm here.
Yeah, that was a good call. You never know when you're going to run into the Trails special room in Grand Palace, where you have the glove blocks on either side and the door in the middle. So, but
I had that in mind, and the way the doors were getting in my way, I wanted to be ready for it.
Yep, that was a smart play.
I kind of choked a little on Thunderbird. I got there and didn't see anyone having finished yet, and I was just my heart was racing, and I knew I could have done better, but that's all right.
Yeah, it happened. I mean, you were attack 5 Thunderbird. I feel like is hit or miss. You know, sometimes attack 5 rolls up a little bit and maybe Thunderbird rolls down, and sometimes I think it's a bit tougher, especially high pressure stakes like this. You're on the restream, all of that. So
and then I might not have had such a hard. I actually missed a level. Where did I miss the level? I missed the level maybe in Palace 4, where I had the choice of dying to ferry through the door to put the gem in. But I realized after I died, I was so close to the next level, I probably could have killed the Doom Knocker and the Iron Knuckle. And I think that level was a magic level. Gotten that magic level, ferried through the door, and gotten the attack level. So I should have been paying more attention at that point too.
Yeah, I missed your level number, but that's a hard thing to do, to be on top of. So, but GG's to you.
Thank you.
You know, how do you feel about the vanilla maps? Like, did that trip you up at all? The Vanilla West?
As soon as I saw the vanilla, I was like, I cringed. I do not like the vanilla. How about some dry riverbed biome, river biome, something. No, had to do and not even vanilla. Well, I don't know which is worse, vanilla or vanilla shuffled. At least vanilla, you know exactly where to go. Finding the hammer early on really opened that up, so you could go get down stab really early. In fact, I thought my routing really early on really paid off, because I got the trophy with that before I even went to make the check, and that turned out to be Thunder, so I saved some time there. The only place I really lost time was going up to check on Grand Palace, but I didn't know it was Grand Palace until I got there. But finding that glove right as you crossed over to East, it was like, all right, it's time to start doing palaces at this point,
Yeah, you did a great job routing that, the Vanilla West, and found your glove super early. The first of all 4 runners to find the glove by a pretty decent amount. I think that the routing that you did on that Western continent, I think, set you up really well for the rest of the race.
Yeah, and then, I don't think I needed down stab. I probably could have skipped. I thought about skipping down stab, but I was already over there, and I thought I'd look around, see if I couldn't find it very quickly. But that's always one of those. I actually lost a weekly to Mirai about 3 weeks ago. He went to GP without upstab. I went and got upstab, and he beat me by about 90 seconds. So I had that in my head. I'm like, do I go get upstab and maybe burn those 90 seconds or play it safe? I played it safe. And Crystal and I were wondering, because we saw you do, a bunch of clipping through blocks without it, and I did wonder, if you were going to go get it. Because I think there's the one room, where you can't clip. And I've done the clip. I've done the upstack clip before. Although one of the things that I had to keep in mind is magic was such a limited resource that getting in there, having jump and fairy ready to go. If you're coming up on Thunderbird, you might not have enough for Thunder. That's another concern too.
And that is a really good point. I play this game very casually, and if I manage to get one of those clips, it's because I accidentally did something, and I always forget you need those spells to actually make it work right.
Yeah, no, Mirai has a great tutorial which I followed, and it I actually used it once successfully in a race, in a weekly, and so I've done it before. Can do it again. Oh, the other weird thing about this seed was how little experience there was early on. It was so hard to get those levels, and the levels weren't very, very high. Attack 2 was 230 or something bizarrely low. Attack 3 was low, but it was like impossible to find something that paid you anything early on. You know, if we had some really new runners here, that's a tough time when you're early game and not getting those levels.
You know, one of the things, sorry about me being so quiet. I was dealing with tech support issues again. Basically, Maze Island was a treasure trove for EXP. And Dr. J kind of farmed that a bit. And he made it all the way to 878 going into GP. Like,
Wow.
my mind was blown. I was like, wow.
Yeah, he's the only runner, as Mariah's pointing out in chat, that he dug Maze Island early. There were 2 heart containers on Maze Island also. We were a little concerned, Sparkles, with your low heart.
Yeah,
It worked out for you, but yeah, we were nervous for you.
Yeah, when you were on Maze Island, you were like hippity hoppity, not my property, and you just kind of yeeted out of Maze Island, and we were like, oh my goodness, you're gonna go into GP. You know, even on Life 7, you know, GP can be a bit brutal, and we were praying for you.
No, and Life 4 was terrible. I don't know if you noticed, like I body checked an iron knuckle and it took like 4 bars off it.
Yeah, Life 4 was bad.
Unreal.
Life 4 was Life 1. I refuse to accept that as Life 4. You know, if that's the case, huh?
Krista, your chicken got me right in the room before Darkling.
Yep, I saw that.
Got me.
As she cackles with glee.
There's this chicken right across the bridge, and there's zero chance I'm getting through there without getting body checked by, and I got nothing left. I 0 life, 0 magic, 0 lives.
We saw you have to go back into GP. You know, the Chicken Squad, they're very accommodating. They love to welcome people. I think you even took a hug from a bot. Big bot, King Bot decided to say, you know what? I love you, and decided to just go ahead, you know, give you a big old fat hug saying, welcome to GP, my friend.
Yeah. I think this seed was a good start for for my tournament. It's difficult. It wasn't free. You had to work for it. You had to think about routing. You had to plan, and I'm very happy with how that went. Even at an hour 30, which is not the greatest time for all seeds, but I'm pretty happy with how that turned out.
You know, I think you did very well. I mean, Dr. J, who was 878, literally finished 1 minute, roughly 1 minute and a couple of seconds before you did, and you were on lower levels. And, I think you did great. I think you did fantastic. And, this win is going to really help you in the Swiss standings when it comes to placement in matches. So that is absolutely a great thing to happen. And I'm using great too much. I think my mind is crystal.exe is starting to break because I had to reset this string 49 times.
So this is the second time I've participated in the standard tournament. I last year was my first time, and I literally went into it like 3 weeks starting to do Zelda 2 Randomizer. This time I've done a lot more practice. I try to get like strats down for dealing with Lizalfos or Iron Knuckles and getting like, what the hardest thing is, Mariah does this so well, and I've never been able to get this, you jump coming down and stab and jump and stab on the way back up to get a double
stab.
Stab.
Those double stabs. I'm the same. I watch people do it and it looks so easy, and I try to do it and it's just a mess.
Mariah, I don't know. Everything looked easy though. Like Mariah could literally be attack 1 against Thunderbird and literally show it the business, and then just take a stretch and have a pizza or something, and still be Dark Link within a really quick GP time. So I think Mariah is guru status.
No, yeah, I agree. But you touched on something that I learned early on to like think about is Mariah makes it look easy. Rose City Saint makes it look easy. Trails makes it look easy. They walk in and they just go through. And one of the things they started doing last year is doing their seeds and following the route that they were doing. And what I found is that while it looks easy, there are situations that like I would get to that would be incredibly difficult, and I didn't realize, like watching Trails or Rose City Saint like just master through it, like it looks easy, but it's very difficult. And so that's one of the ways I started getting better is going, okay, when I get to a red Dyra in Heart Container Cave, you have the low ceiling. You got to get him in there and pinned against the wall early, or else you take this is an early game. You're probably on life 2. You take an axe to the face, and you're out. And those are the kind of situations that you kind of like have to know can be present and know how to deal with, or else you end up with early deaths often. And that's one of the things that I've been working on to make it better. I really think this winning these, it happens a lot in early game. Like I think that's really the difference in a lot of how you get those low times is those first 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. And also, your improvement from last year is extremely noticeable. Like, I can tell that you have been, working on routing, on combat. You've made a lot of improvements in your game since last year's tournament. It's really very impressive to see.
Thank
Yes.
you. I do a lot of my training offline. I don't do a lot of streaming. I tend to I have a couple of kids, and so if I'm streaming and my kids are like bothering me, I'm like, oh, I get interrupted. So I don't do a lot of streaming. I do a lot of stuff offline.
Doing that offline is actually better than nobody knows what your, true skill set is. So you get to, dumb it down, and people are like, I'm asleep on Sparkles. And then you're like, not today, which is exactly what you did. You literally put the Wampin on a seed I rolled. That's real high respect right there. Mariah's one day going to play one of my seeds. I have full faith in it. And homewreckers in chat, Royale.
I see that.
I mean, yes.
GG's homewrecker.
And home, you're not with us in the commentary booth, but the single arrow will bless you next time. I promise. You will have your, spell tower Hera basement moment in which you will be protected by the mirror shield. And I will even do my best to send some bees your way, for protection. And remember, you, homewrecker, have told us all that we should all have a Hera basement mirror shield in our hearts.
Homewrecker's never going to enter a Zelda 2 tournament again after this.
Yes.
But home, yeah, I think you are probably right. If you if you hadn't missed that glove early on, I think you probably would have kept it closer. Agreed.
Yes. You did very well, homewrecker. Remember, this is your first tournament. You're a Link to the Past runner. You're coming into, a new thing altogether. Lots of rooms, are not learned yet. So,
Sparkles was right. Without that early Maze Island dip and farm, like this speed was stingy on the XP. The levels were not easy to come by unless you did what Dr. J did and went into Maze Island and killed a bunch of Lizalfos and, got some 500 P-bag drops and got your levels up early.
Yeah, I agree.
As I'm putting up in chat.
If you're not prepared for that.
Yes. As I'm putting up in chat, please, please, please give our runners a follow. We have Sparkles, Dr. J, PhD, Nightshifter, the commentator with the mostest, and homewrecker, the person the man, the myth, the legend, the master of the mirror shield. So make sure you give all of them a
Sorry, I
great big old
can't
fat
even. The
swallow.
master of the mirror shield. Oh my goodness.
Yes, and
I
if you
love
do
it.
go into Homewrecker's channel, make sure you use exclamation bro shield. And I guarantee you that Homewrecker will have one heck of a time. Remember, exclamation point my hero and exclamation point bro shield. And you will have a friend for life in Homewrecker.
Well, Crystal Royale,
Sparkles.
I really appreciate you guys commentating. Who was tracking today?
We had Mariah and Cheeseburger Party was tracking your particular race, but Mariah and Cheeseburger Party were our most excellent trackers.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. It's great that you guys take the time out of your day to come and make everyone laugh and have a good time, and I think the community really appreciates it.
Thanks so much, Sparkles. We need to thank you, the runner. The same thing with Homewrecker, Dr. J, if you watch this on the, VOD, along with Nightshifter. The greatest amount of thanks that we could ever possibly give as both viewer, commentator, and tracker is show lots of love to the runners.
Yeah,
you
and
guys
me is
work
just
so
someone who loves this game. Like I know this is the black sheep Zelda game, but I've always loved it ever since I was a kid. It's great to have, so many great people in this community putting on these awesome races for us. So yeah, thank you, Sparkles, for giving us a great show tonight.
Yes, thank you so much. And we really do appreciate you. And we can't wait to see you more in the Swiss brackets. So the Swiss games, whatever you call them. I'm not Alan, who's tech savvy with all that bracket stuff. But, hope to see you more in the Swiss rounds. And then hopefully you'll make it to the bracket rounds. And then we could see a Sparkles versus Mirai. A person who learned from watching videos versus the person who taught him. We could have like a Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Anakin battle. That would be best. That would be so bad to see. It would be great. It would be just pure badness.
I'll be there.
Yes. So now that we're approaching midnight, Royale, do you have any last comments?
I mean, what is there really left to say except for Hera Basement Mirror Shield forever?
Absolutely, because we all have a Hera Basement Mirror Shield in our hearts. Thanks to the one and the only Homewrecker, who has, with his bee army, just inspired us. It is beautiful on every existential level. And looking at Homewrecker, those are smiles, folks. Those are not sad faces. Those are smiles. Because Homewrecker loves his bees and his mirror shield, and he loves Hera Basement. Okay, so now I'm going to close out this lovely show of ours by telling you what's going to be coming up on the Zelda Speedruns channel. Tomorrow, we have at 5:00 p.m. we have the Link to the Past No Major Glitches League Light World Round 2. They're in Round 2 already? Good grief. Tam versus Mr. Aaron Snurd. And then at 6:00, we've got the Dark World Round 2 from the No Major Glitches League. And we've got Skloopel putting on some pain for the Doom Tap. And then we have at 9:00, I will be restreaming this for y'all. So prepare for tech absolute chaos. It is Mirai versus Patrick. And this is something that you guys are not going to want to miss. Because, we've got a guru in Mirai versus Patrick, who is like the reigning champ of everything. So we can't wait to see it. And then at 11:00, oh dear, I think they may put this off on me to do, but it'll be fun too, is the No Major Glitches Dark World Round 2, Bidey versus Kaznode. So all of that is going on. It is one of a packed night for us, so you guys have to make sure you stay and support us. Now, when it comes to where we're gonna go, little did you know that we have a channel, Animus United, who is actually showing the third race that got rescheduled to 10 o'clock. And that is Tiverius versus Ghostdunk. And that's where we're going to go raid. And on behalf of Zelda Speedruns, I am Krista Joy. On behalf of Royale, Mirai, and Cheeseburger Party, I hope you have a wonderful night. And we are going to go visit Animus. And make sure you tell Animus, please do not use the summoning circle for Dark Link. And that's how he knows that you guys came from me. Take care and have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow.